this show is about buying Iraq's currency, the dinar. But here's why that is one trade you might not want to make. After years of war, Iraq is on the road to recovery. And with it has come a cottage industry of companies touting the country's currency, the dinar. The pitch is simple. The dinar will appreciate as Iraq recovers, just like Germany's Deutsche Mark did after World War II and the Kuwaiti dinar did after the First Gulf War. Promoters say the exchange rate, now at 1,000 dinar per dollar, is going back to its pre-war level of 3 dinar for every buck, a quick move that would make you instant millions. But there's a problem. Most of the time, it's a scam. First, the old Iraqi dinar is not the new Iraqi one. In fact, it's an entirely different currency, whose only similarity is the name. And second, the Iraqi dinar doesn't trade on an exchange, so if you buy it, you won't be able to sell it. In other words, the dinar will make you zero dinero. So if you still want to invest in Iraq's recovery, how should you? Money in Motion has your answer. Well, this topic is particularly important today because today is Veterans Day, and promoters of the dinar often try to appeal to the patriotism of servicemen and women who have returned from duty. So the currency markets are an exciting place, but this may not be, Rebecca, an investment people want to make.
No, and in fact, I brought some show and tell with today. I have a 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollar note. This is the biggest denomination you've got. And I brought it because when you think about the Iraqi dinar, you might as well have 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars. They're both about going to buy you a cup of coffee or maybe get a couple dollars off eBay. The thing with the Iraqi dinar, you can't go to any major bank in the United States, frankly, many in the world, and trade this thing, maybe in a back alley with a bag. So it's a collector's item. I can't say it'll never appreciate, but doing something to make quick buck off this today, I don't know if it's a scam, because you can't say it'll never appreciate, but certainly nothing's going to happen soon. This currency is a managed peg. The central bank keeps it steady at around 1,170 dinar per dollar.
So, Andy, if one believes that there is an Iraqi recovery play out there and the dinar is not the way to do it, what would be? Is there a way?
Well, I mean, it's oil, obviously, and you can look to Canada, you can look to actually Turkey as well. If you want to play a recovery in the Middle East, obviously that would be a good thing. You know, medium term, I would say we're looking at oil being fairly robust, obviously the price of oil. Some of it has to do, obviously, with Iran. Some of it has to do with the cancellation of that pipeline that President Obama said we're going to back off away from that, from getting oil to come down from Canada. So that all has to play with it. But I will tell you this. Longer term, the United States is not going to need nearly as much oil from outside of this country due to fracking, well, natural gas, but also due to horizontal drilling. And just an example, the Utica find in Ohio. So longer term, the United States is not going to need oil from the Middle East. So that'll be a very interesting dynamic going forward.
All right, I'm glad we finally answered that question for all the folks out there who have been asking. And by the way, of course, happy Veterans Day. Coming up next, the final word from the Currency Pits.